What's up, guys, and welcome to another Bull Rush Live episode. We are live and direct from sunny South Florida, and I just wanted to welcome all 157,419 active Bull Rush competitors. It has been a great week. NFL season is almost here. It's just around the corner. It is about what are we at? Eight. It's 8:29. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days away. Less than a week away from the start of the NFL season. And I'll tell you what, I cannot be more excited. What's up, Master Terrace Ford Best? How are you doing? Can you guys hear me? Let's just, before we get started. I just fixed the mic today, so it should be good. Let me double check. Make sure you guys. 6 days. Ooh, look at that here, beautiful voice. All right, cool. So we are all good. But yes, it is a beautiful day today, a beautiful Friday. It was sunny. I didn't hit any traffic going to work today, so that's good. If anybody knows, down here, South Florida, it's got to be one of the worst trafficked places in the world. I mean, I'm in traffic all the time, but no accidents. It's also got the worst drivers. I mean, I see accidents daily, and that's why there's so much traffic. But no traffic. Beautiful skies, so that means a beautiful day. The markets are looking all right, depending on which way you're trading. And of course, like I said, we got some crazy, really good news. You know, this is the #1 place to get the most up-to-date news. We're going to be talking about the US dollar, of course, the Fed. We're always talking about the Fed. We're going to be heading over to Asia and be talking about some Asian markets, Japan, and of course, we're going to go over crypto. We're going to go over Bitcoin. We're going to go over the new digital asset group and collaboration between Trump Media Group and Crypto.com. We'll go over some new things that the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, our boy Jerome, has been talking about, and then of course some global stock exchange leaders and updates on tokenized stocks. Could not find that. That's the word I was looking for. An update on global leaders trying to make changes about tokenized stocks. MicroStrategies is one good example. I know I literally just saw a lawsuit for MicroStrategy. So we'll be diving deep into that. And then, in honor of NFL season starting real soon, I know we have a lot of other sports fans out there, but for right now, we're going to be sticking just to NFL because we have a lot of developments in the NFL. I have an update for you between YouTube and Fox. If anybody's been watching or has YouTube TV, previously, you could watch all the Fox NFL games on YouTube. There has been a disagreement between YouTube and Fox. We got updates on that, so do not worry. We're also going to head over to my favorite team and talk about a record-breaking safety extension deal with Kyle Hamilton and his massive new deal that he signed. It's actually the biggest deal ever for a safety, so we'll go into that, and then of course we'll give you some roster updates. As everybody knows, this past week all the teams have updated their roster, solidified their 53-man rosters, so we'll be giving you the latest on all of those roster updates. And of course, before I even start, don't forget, we have a brand new show every single Monday, the Monday Night Edge with Dan Leach. We got an amazing show coming up here next Monday. I just had a talk with Dan yesterday about it, and we have some big things planned. So you do not want to miss that. That is going to be every Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern for 1 hour. And I guarantee you that's going to be the best hour out of all 24 hours on that Monday, is that hour that you watch the Monday Night Edge with Dan Leach. So it's going to be on the same place that you're watching this right now, streamed to all the same places that this is streamed to right now. So you do not want to miss it. Make sure Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, be there or be square. Without further ado, let's hop into the Bull Rush dashboard and let's see what we got going on with Bull Rush. I don't know why that closed. Shapow! Fantasy sports supercharged. So, of course, like you know, we got the trading arena, we got fantasy sports. BullRush is a one-stop shop for everything that you need regarding trading. And what we got going on in the chat here? I see Drink Forex said Powell is 1,000% going to lower interest rates. Trump keeps putting massive pressure on him. Drink Forex, I couldn't agree more. I think with, you know, how much is the question. And then Master Chairs Ford Best said battling with the market today at dawn, 100 guaranteed August main event championship. Happy with the results. Yes, for anybody that missed it, Master Terrace Ford Best. Let's go over to that. What he was talking about, the 100K August, main event. Here we go. So let's check. Let's just start the day off by checking this out. If anybody knows September, or if anybody watched my last show last week, September is going to be the last month that we're doing this 100K monthly competition. We got a whole new setup, which I'll go over later in this show. Much better. But here in first place, we got John McSee with 20. Let's actually open up this leaderboard completely. So first place, we got John McSee in first place with 25.53% returns. Congratulations. We got Nikhil in second place with 20.04% returns, only 5.49% behind from first place. Sorry. Just move the mic. If anything with the audio change there, let me know. I know it's sensitive right now. And then third place, we got my boy, Master Terrace Ford Best, 1986. In third place with 16.46% returns, only 9% behind from first place. Now, I say only because now let's check out fourth place. Fourth place is a whole 23% behind, more than double the amount that Master Terrace for Best is behind first place. Remember, all of these they're back from leader. The BFL is back from first place. So second and third are both within 10% of first place, and then you go to fourth place here. Chris and I are also one of my boys. Only 1.75% return, so a whole 23% behind. And then after that, we just get into the negatives. So congratulations, guys. You guys won the grand prizes. Of course, first place for this one and first place for next month will win a 50K prop account plus 50% of the prize pool. So if you look here, the grand prize pool was about $1,200. So that means first place won a $50,000 prop account plus $620-ish. Second place won a 25K prop account and 25% of the prize pool. You can do the math. Third and fourth place won 10K prop accounts and 10% of the prize pool, so about $120-ish, $124-ish for third and fourth place respectively. And then fifth place came in hot and snuck in there right under the gun with a 5K prop account and 5% of the prize pool, still about $50-something. So congratulations to the winners there. Of course, Master Terrace Ford Best, congratulations. I expect you to be at the top of each one of these training competitions with the knowledge and the knowledge and help that you provide to everybody here in our group, in our chats. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, head on over to our Discord. Click the link in the bio. It's one of the first links. Click the Discord. Join that. You're not going to regret it. It is the fastest growing Discord with like-minded traders and sports pickers on the internet. We have the latest sports picking news, the latest new sports news in general, the latest Forex news, the latest crypto news, and then of course we got Master Terrace Ford Best and other great contributors adding in their technical and fundamental analysis in there as well. Oh yeah, I'm ready to see you in September, Master Terrace Ford Best. And then Efrod said congratulations to the winners. Yes, congratulations to all of the winners. But yes, lots of good things going on. Make sure you hop in that Discord. I also have another Discord announcement, which we just added, which we'll be implementing next week. But you do not want to miss this Discord announcement, because guess what? Everybody loves free stuff, and this is the best way, and one of the probably best ways now to get free stuff with BullRush, and it is free to enter. We have a new Discord club called the Diamond Membership, and I'm going to dive deep into that a little bit here later in the show. Without further ado, also, I wanted to mention the NFL Survivor is ending real soon here. 20 weeks. Pow! Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look just so beautiful. But the NFL Survivor, get out of that. The NFL Survivor, oh, jeez, what's happening with my mouse? The NFL Survivor. 20 weeks of action-packed competition. That was weird. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not in the NFL Survivor page. I was wondering why there was no information about NFL. There you go. The NFL Survivor. $100,000 of guaranteed cash, and that's not even all. In reality, it's about $110,000. Efraud, any surprise events? We have lots of surprises to come. So many surprises, it's actually very hard for me to keep my mouth shut on here and tell you guys about them, but I'll let you guys know about a few surprises here at the end of the show, so stick around to the end of the show. This is only an hour show, so we only got about 40 minutes left in the show, 40 minutes left in the show, so stick around. You can wait that amount of time, and you're going to learn. I'll let you know about some exclusives. Actually, this will be the first place, if anybody also knows, besides Discord, our live stream is the first place we announce most of our things. So this new Diamond Member Club, you guys are going to have access to it for free, and I will let you know how to join that, where you can get a bunch of free surprises, and there may be some events coming up as well. So we're going to get into that at the end. Stay tuned, stay locked in, and of course, let's get into it. So the 100K Survivor, it's actually $110,000 worth of cash prizes. $100,000 is guaranteed in the final championship round, and $10,000 worth of prizes throughout all the other weeks. Top 80% of each week move on to the next round. You get a $100,000 bankroll each week, and yes, you have to place, I think the minimum is you place at least 2 pick slips each week, and you're locked in. You get a $100,000 bankroll. I'll let you guys know, you don't have to use the entire bankroll. If you want to spend $1,000, place $1,000 worth of picks a week, you can do that, but just remember you got to place in the top 80% of performers, so just make sure that you're hitting that 80% mark. So if there's, let's say, 100 people in there, you want to be in the top 80 people of returns. Bankroll will reset every single week. So if you have one week where, let's say, you bet $50,000 and you're down to $50,000 bankroll, but you're still in that top 80%, when you move on to the next week, you're going to get another $100,000 fantasy bankroll to place picks with again. So do not worry about that. Do not fret. This is the prize breakdown. So when you make it to round 20, first place is going to win $50,000. Second, $20,000. Third, and if you don't know, right here, it's a little messy right now because I've been dropping around and playing with it. I've never had this much money in my hand, so I've been playing with it a little bit, but lots of money here. $50,000. This is about $100,000. So half of this to first place. Maybe this much to second place, $20,000 to second place. Third place will get $10,000. Fourth place, $5,000. Fifth place, $2,500. Sixth through 10th place are all going to get $1,000 each. And then everybody in the final round is going to get $200. Now you guys might be thinking, well, how much is this? You guys are giving away so much money. It must be so expensive. Well, it's $100 to enter. But we have a special deal for you. So it's $100. Let me get to the main camera here real quick because I need to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying here. So we have a special deal for you right now, especially for this NFL Survivor. So if you use code CASHBACK, and I'm going to make a little pop-up here. Nope, wrong one. Right here. So if you use code CASHBACK, which you actually saw on the pop-up on the website as well, that $100 now gets split in half, and you only have to pay $50. I know this isn't $50, but I just ripped a $100 bill in half to prove this point. So now instead of having to pay $100, you only have to pay $50 to enter, which means you're at the very minimum, you make it to the final round, you're 3xing your money. And at the most, you're 1,000xing your money because you're turning $50 into $50,000. And this isn't even the best part. The best part is, remember that $10,000 worth of prizes I told you about? So hypothetically, if you won first place in every single round, or not even every single round, but let's just say you won first place in rounds 10 through 19. If you win first place in rounds 10 through 19, we're giving away $1,000 every single week. First place gets $500. That's 10 rounds. 10 times 500, do the math, is $5,000. Let's say you win first place in the final round as well. You win another $50,000. That brings your grand total to $55,000. So the max you could win here is $55,000. Let's say you make second place but win first place in all the other levels, because I'm a poker player. I was just talking to our CEO Trent about this. It seems like in tournaments when I play poker, this happens to me every single time. Is I'll be in first, second, third place for the majority of the poker tournament, and then when there's 10, 15 people left, for some reason I just start, and I end up in like 5th place, 6th place, 7th place, even though I was crushing the entire tournament. So if that happens to you, don't worry, because guess what? You're going to win that 500 every week, and then at the end, let's say you place 3rd place, now you still win 15 grand. Let's say you place 4th place. Instead of 5 grand, now you win 10 grand, and it's pretty much like you made it into 3rd place. So lots of ways to win, and of course, with this deal right here, you're going to get $50 cash back in your account. So you're going to pay $100 to enter, and then boom, we're just going to be like, here you go. I imagine this was a $50, it's a $100 bill, but we're going to be like, here you go, sir. Here's your $50 back, and then you can use that to enter other tournaments, withdraw, buy a thing of coffee, whatever you would like. But yes, you do not sleep on this. Do not sleep on this deal. This deal is a once in a lifetime deal. This is the biggest, I'm going to make this full screen here so you guys can really see. This is the most amount of money we have ever given away. It is all cash money. So all you guys that are always like, oh, you're giving away, prop. Nope, this is not a prop account. This is cash money right here, right here, cash money. You can't beat it. $50 to enter. Turn $50 into $55,000, and there's only one place you can do that, and that's BullRush right here, the NFL Survivor. Join now. If you have any questions about it, just ask me in the chat. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about it. But one of my biggest regrets here one of the negatives about working for BullRush is I can't compete in this. I wish I could compete in this. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and for the amount of money I just waste betting every week on sports bets, which I'll still do, I would much rather just do this and or do both at the same time. Take maybe, instead of betting for 2 weeks, instead of betting $100 a week, I'll bet $50 a week, put the extra $100 into this, and solidify myself, and then maybe give myself an option to possibly win. Sorry, it sounds like my voice is off from my face, but I think my camera here might be a little slow. But moral of the story, join this. If you don't, you snooze, you lose. I can't really, tell you much more. Sorry guys, one sec. I think I am getting a call here. Let me just answer this call here for a sec. Sorry.
What's going on, fine citizens? Football season is finally upon us. Rejoice. And I could be more excited to tell you that I'm partnering with my good friends at BullRush for a brand new show, The Monday Night Edge with Dan Leach. It's going to be sick. The hottest picks, the craziest game recaps, tons of giveaways, and so much more, launching in August. Monday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern, for an hour on all major streaming platforms. You don't want to miss it. Be there and believe in the dream.
Well, I mean, you heard it right there from Dan the man himself. I said it at the beginning of the show. Make sure you hop in the Monday Night Edge with Dan Leach every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Don't listen to me. I'm just going to give you guys the news, but I'll give you guys sports news as well, NFL news, which we'll cover here at the end. But Dan is going to give you that formula to win. He's going to Salt Bay it up and drop that winning formula there to get you those wins, to help you through the NFL Survivor, to help you through your fantasy football league, and to help you just navigate the NFL season in sports picking and, of course, covering the news. You guys ever see Space Jam? You know how in Space Jam Bugs Bunny gets Michael Jordan's secret juice? Well, guess what? Dan Leach got Michael Jordan's secret juice. He got the sports picking juice, and he drank that, and now he's got the golden picks. So if you want to win this NFL season, make sure you watch the Monday Night Edge and get the edge with Dan Leach. Well, that sounded like a real commercial right there, but moral of the story, make sure you join. You don't want to miss it. I mean, it is a show for the ages. Right now, let me just cover some Forex news while we're here, and then we'll take a little break, hop back into the dashboard, cover some more things happening here in the dashboard. We got some more competitions happening. We got our weekly competition in progress, our profit sprint. So I'll give you guys some live trading, some updates on that. We'll cover Forex right now, do those updates on those trading competitions, do a little shout outs about the leaderboard, and of course tell you about some new things that we're doing here. And then we'll go into crypto news, and then we might cover some more updates. I'll tell you about the Discord, the special Diamond Club for BullRush, and then we'll head back over and cover our sports, or I should say NFL news. So stay tuned, but without further ado, let's hop into this Forex news. So the U.S. dollar is on track for its sharpest, I'm sorry, I'm going Mike Tyson here on you guys. The sharpest. So let's restart. The U.S. dollar is on track for its sharpest month decline of the year, slipping nearly 2% as expectations of Federal Reserve rate cut in September continue to build. Market odds for a cut now stand around 86%, up from just 63% earlier this month, reflecting growing confidence that the Fed will act to stimulate the economy. Sorry, I don't know why if you noticed, if it got a little quieter there, my mic, this stand is a little, sorry, we're talking about the Fed. So, rate cut in December. Market odds for a cut now stand around 86%, up from just 63% earlier this month, reflecting growing confidence that the Fed will act to stimulate the economy. However, investors' unease is also being fueled by mounting political interference. President Trump's highly publicized attempt to remove the Fed Governor Lisa Cook has raised fresh concerns about the central bank's independence and credibility, adding another layer of uncertainty to the dollar's trajectory. In contrast, currencies such as the euro, the Australian dollar, and the Chinese yuan have all gained ground, benefiting from the dollar's weakness and improving sentiment towards growing growth prospects. Drink Forex. Let's see if that pressure from Trump actually comes through with the interest rates. Over in Asia, India's foreign exchange reserves have climbed to an impressive $695.1 billion, strengthening the country's financial defenses against external shocks. The increase, roughly $1.48 billion in the week ending August 15th, was fueled largely by gains in foreign currency assets through India's gold holdings and did see a slight decline. Analysts note that these reserves not only provide a cushion against potential capital outflows, but also position India well to manage volatile oil prices, global interest rate shifts, and trade imbalances. With the reserves at their highest levels in recent history, India is better placed to defend the rupee if global financial conditions worsen, while also maintaining credibility with international investors. Shout out India. and let's see. They've always seemed to have pretty good reserves over there in India. In Japan, officials are sounding the alarm over sudden and volatile movements in the yen, which surged sharply in recent days. The strength of the move was linked in part to ongoing political developments in the United States that have ripped into the global financial markets, like we mentioned earlier. Japan's financial minister expressed that he is deeply concerned about excessive swings in the foreign exchange market, warning that such volatility could harm the country's fragile recovery by unsettling exporters and investors alike. He made clear that Tokyo is prepared to step in if the yen's movements become disorderly, raising speculation that currency market intervention could be on the horizon. With traders already on edge ahead of upcoming U.S. inflation data and central bank meetings, the possibility of Japan entering the market has added another layer of caution for global Forex participants. Lots of news there on Forex. Let me know what you guys think in the chat here. I'd be very interested to see your guys' analysis. Drink Forex, Master Terrace Forex. What do y'all think about the US dollar? What do you guys think about the, India just increasing their exchange reserves? I mean, increasing it by another 1.48 billion just this week, all the way up to 695. And then, of course, Japan sounding the alarm. Another very interesting take there. Without further ado, let me just cover a little bit of what's going on here in BullRush this week. So, of course, we have our daily competition here starting. Sorry, it's currently in progress. It's today's. Yeah, why would it be starting soon? I mean, my view, I like I said earlier, I'd have to agree with Drink Forex. There's a lot of pressure by Trump and other people in the government right now to lower interest rates. And then, going off of previous trends there, I think it is sort of inevitable that interest rates will be lowered here. What is it, next week? I think. Soon, in the next meeting, I think they will be lowered. How much? Again, that's the question: is how much will they be lowered? And also, is it just is it gonna sustain? Is it gonna be lowered and then raised the next round? That's all. That's all questions that only time will tell. But the best place to find out and the best place to hear that news is News Squawk. If you don't know, at the first the first Friday of every month, we do a News Squawk news trading competition on the non-farm payroll, and also, that's the competition we run. But News Squawk is the best place to get your news. Anything from interest rates to payroll to GDP to anything you can think of regarding finance, economics, trading. News related, News Squawk is your place, the fastest. I remember we were using like investing.com and Forex Factory and stuff like that to get our non-farm payroll news when we were doing that live stream every month in the past. And it would the news comes out at 8:30 and the news would drop on any of those platforms at like 8:30 and 30 seconds at the fastest to like 8:31, 8:32. News Squawk, it's like bow. Like, it comes out of Jerome Powell's mouth, and it's already on their website. Like, it's insane how fast they do it. It's almost like Jerome Powell works for News Squawk and is just giving them the scoop before he even releases the news, and they just, as he's talking, they release. It's mind-blowing how fast they get the news out there. But look up News Squawk, and actually, I think we might have the News Squawk competition on the website here. Let me check. If not, stay tuned. Hop in there next week. It should be on there. Then, boom! Look at that. News Squawk September. So hop in that. It's free to enter. There's already 340 people in there. And we're giving away tons of prizes. The top 10 people get prizes. So first place gets a 6-month subscription to News Squawk. I don't exactly remember what the value on that is, but I think it's like around $100 to $200 a month for News Squawk. So take that, do the math there. Second place and third place get a 3-month subscription. Sorry. And then 4th through 10th place all will get a 1-month subscription to News Squawk. So this is something You don't want to miss. It's free to enter. Everybody loves that word. Free 99. Free, 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 free to enter. So hop in there. You don't want to miss it. 10 prizes to the top 10 people. Thousands of dollars worth of value here that we're giving away. You don't want to miss it. So thank you, Master Terrace, for leading me into that little plug. One of my favorite competitions actually here, the daily and the weekly are great. I don't want to say these are all my babies. I don't want to say that I like one of my babies more than the other. But the profit sprint I think is one of my favorite. Besides the sports competitions and the NFL Survivor, as far as trading competitions, I think the profit sprint is my favorite competition. You win a $10,000 A-book challenge for first place. Second place gets a 5K, and third place gets a 5K. And the reason I think this is such a cool concept is it's not just, okay, who gets the highest returns, over the time of the competition, and that's how we decide. This is a multiple of factors. One, it's who can get to 5%. So it has a profit target just like any of your prop challenges. So it has a 5% profit target. So who can get to 5% the fastest? It also has a time element to it. So the target's 5%, and essentially it's whoever can get to 5% the fastest. So if we look here, we see that there's people here like, for example, Boo55 has 5.38% returns, and first place only has 5.17% returns. But Boo's in third place. Why might you ask? Well, first placer over here got it in 10 hours, 3 minutes, and 36 seconds. Boo over here got it in 15 hours, and then third place got it in 19 hours. Crazy, right? We also see here that there's some other people that hit that percentage, but they might have, busted their account because they kept trading or something along those lines. Now, this will end here in 7 hours, but guess what? The cool thing about this is if you join this and you hit 5%, you have a 100% chance of being in first place because there's only 7 hours left, 7 hours and 46 minutes left in the competition. Obviously, that's the most total trading time you can have if you enter the competition right now. So if you enter the competition right now, 7 hours and 46 minutes, and you make it to 5%, you're 100% going to be in first place. Even if Lemi's here in third place, if he's listening, if he leaves the competition, goes back in, and then gets 5% now again, he'll overtake everybody and get first place. So this is one of my favorite competitions. I think this is great. I think this is great for the trading community. Sorry, I got something in my eye. And I think if you're not in this, you're doing yourself a disservice. Don't forget also really quick before we get into the crypto news, we're going to get into the crypto news and the NFL news here in just a second. I know that's what you guys are waiting for. So before we get into this, I also wanted to say the trivia competitions we have this weekend. I love these trivia. People are loving these trivia competitions. We got 2 more this weekend. Saturday is going to be NFT culture and collections trivia. And then Sunday will be common baseball statistics. So make sure you hop in there. Make sure you join that trivia competition. Be there or be square. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you're there like 8:55 a.m. just to make sure you can take full advantage of that. I think we got a quick ad here, a quick word from our sponsor here. So I'm going to play that, and then we're going to get into the news. You do not want to miss the news. So listen up. Give me about 30 seconds. I'll be back. Don't worry. I'm not leaving for good. I'm not going to get milk and never coming back. But give me 30 seconds, and I'll be right back.
This isn't fantasy football. It's real competition. Welcome to the NFL Survivor Tournament. You versus the field. $100 to enter. $100,000 in total prizes. $50K to the winner. Start each week with a $100K bankroll. Pick games, win returns. Top 80% survive. Bottom 20%, you're out. Bankroll resets weekly. No carryover. 20 weeks, $100K. Will you take home the cash? Sign up, lock in, and let's see if you've got the guts to survive.
Will you take home the cash? I like that. I don't know, man. That's a lot of money, bro. Don't you look, bro? My brother or sister, whoever, I'm not gonna judge, but don't you just want to? I know you want to post up on IG. I know you want to post up on Instagram like, "Hello, just won the tournament," or like, do the old. Can't see my haters, man. Bro, this is my. If I won, this would be my first picture. I'd be like, "Can't see the haters. I'm the NFL genius." So I might just do the rest of the show like this. Actually, no, I can't. If I did the rest of the show like that, I got a little teleprompter. You guys are gonna just hear me ramble and bamble. So, but I know you want that IG flick. I know you wanted that life-changing amount of money. Just think about how much you could do with 50,000. Shit, just what is it? 6th through 10th place. Imagine $1,000. I mean, $1,000 would be sweet. I've been looking at e-bikes recently. I want to get one of them e-bikes, but they're all about $1,000. And I'll tell you what. If I win this competition, you see me on the e-bike, and I'd be doing wheelies and everything. That's what I would do with the 1,000. I'd buy a little e-bike. I would maybe go down to a little vacation in the Bahamas, and I would play a lot of poker. I'll tell you what. But enough of what I would do, because I can't even compete. So enough of what I would do. Tell me in the chat what you would do with 100. Actually, that's a good prompt right now. Tell me in the chat what you would do with $50,000. Tell me the first thing you would buy with $50,000. While I go over the news, tell me that, and I'll go back to it, and I'll read out some of the best ones here. So, in the world of digital assets, Trump Media Group and Crypto.com have announced a major joint venture. The new entity, called Trump Media CRO Strategy, will function as a treasury-style firm designed to accumulate Kronos tokens, which is Crypto.com tokens. The company is preparing to go public through SPAC merger and will be listed in the NASDAQ under the ticker MCGA. Backing the deal is a substantial financial package that includes $1 billion in CRO tokens, $200 million in cash, $220 million in warrants, and $5 billion and a $5 billion equity line. Analysts say that the move underscores the growing intersection of crypto, politics, and mainstream media in the United States. If anybody knows, we'll go into. I just want to show you this. I mean, if anybody knows, if you've looked at Kronos or which is Crypto.com, Crypto.com's asset here, it's been absolutely pumping recently. I got it up. Well, of course I pulled it up, and it's down 22% today. But if we go to like 1 week, up 100% over the last week. So what we're seeing here, of course, is a little bit of realignment, but up 100% over the last week. Month to date, 100% as well. I mean, so it really just started pumping a month ago. The little insight here, the sad part is, so I owned Kronos since probably right here. Yeah, March. Beginning of March, end of February, I started accumulating some Kronos and stuff just by trading on Crypto.com. So as you trade on Crypto.com, and they got all these like gamified things where you just earn Kronos. So I had not a good amount, but I had a decent amount of Kronos here, gained some more around here. I kept pretty much gaining. I think I bought some around like 10 cents again when it was around 10 cents, so maybe like around here. And then breaks my heart right around here when it was at like 16 to 20 cents. I was like, you know what, this is just like a crypto brokerage's coin. Like, what's the most that's gonna come from this? It'll be one of those pump and dumps or at most it'll be one of those things where it goes up to 30 cents or 20 cents and then goes back down to 5 cents and up to 20 and 5 and just kind of bounces back and forth. And of course I sold it there and went up to 30 something, and I think I bought a little bit again just recently at like 29. But I just moved some crypto around. I think it's a good hold just for a little bit. I mean, honestly, I'll show you guys what I'm holding right now in crypto, or my whoops. I'll show you guys real quick because I just sent this to one of my friends. So here is my breakdown of my crypto, pretty much. If you can see that, no dollar amounts, obviously. But right now I'm holding 51% XRP, 29% Bitcoin, 16% Ethereum, and 3% other. That 3% other is pretty much CRO. Master Terrace Ford Best just said if I had that money, I would diversify it into sections, and one of them would be trading plus investments until one of those investments made 200% more profit. I mean, that is the way to go. That is the way to go. Sorry, mic keeps sliding down here. Let's keep it going. But yeah, CRO, that's a little backstory. If you don't know, CRO is Crypto.com's media. So yeah, big merger between Trump, which also crazy to me that we have a U.S. president right now that's doing all these private investment things. I mean, it's, maybe it's all above me and maybe I'm thinking too much deep into it. Let me know what you think about that, about Trump, so highly involved in this company, still highly involved in investments and different investment tools and companies and stuff like that. I mean, I don't want to get into more things, but if apparently Trump also wants to start investing into companies, like the government owns parts of, like Lockheed Martin, things like that. Socialism? Some would argue, but we won't get into all of that. Let's get back into crypto news on a lighter note before we get a little too off on a tangent here. Meanwhile, crypto markets are riding a wave of renewed optimism following dovish signals from Fed Chair, my boy Jerome Powell, at the Jackson Hole Symposium. Investors responded with confidence, sending Bitcoin and Ethereum even higher, with analysts now projecting that Bitcoin could retest all-time highs, while Ethereum may surpass $5,000 in the months ahead. That optimism is being fueled by institutional buying, though some concerns remain about how corporate treasuries and equity market volatility might impact the rally moving forward. And finally, calls are growing for regulators to take a hard stance on tokenized stocks. That's the word I was having trouble earlier with. Global stock exchange leaders have urged governments to clamp down on the rapid growing market for blockchain-based tokens that mimic shares but do not confer actual ownership rights. They argue that without stronger oversight, these instruments could pose significant risk to both investors and market integrity. Observers say that this debate marks a pivotal moment in shaping the regulatory boundaries between traditional securities and the next generation of crypto assets. That's kind of what I was talking about. If anybody's been following some MicroStrategy stuff, I know MicroStrategy is one of the forefronts of exactly here, the tokenized stocks, where their whole pitch is, look, we hold a whole bunch of Bitcoin, so if buying MicroStrategy, or I guess now it's called strategy stock, is essentially like buying Bitcoin. So all these investors who can't buy Bitcoin can now buy stock. It's kind of crazy, but if one of the things there is, and I saw a lawsuit out recently, is we saw the Bitcoin absolutely pumping, but MicroStrategy stock was not. It was dumping. So one was pumping, one was dumping. So if what Michael Saylor was right, let me see if I can find a chart of the two compared versus Bitcoin, because that's an interesting one. Oh my gosh, of course you click on a link and it's a billion ads. I'm sorry, I just don't want to show you guys the ads here. Now I gotta find this chart. Holy macaroni, brother. Okay, of course I click on the longest article here. I just wanted to find this one chart. All right. Sorry, Oh, that's Coinbase. You know what? Never mind. I can't find the chart. I don't want to spam you guys with ads, but pretty much recently there's been a few times where Bitcoin absolutely pumped and MicroStrategy stock dumped, and everybody's like, what's good, Michael? I thought you said that there'd be just direct correlation between the two, and in the end of the day, we're learning it's not. So interested to see. Of course, I think I'm you know, regulation is a double-edged sword. You know, I think regulation is crucial, but it has to be done right to, you know, keep the whole mission and idea of Bitcoin still, or not Bitcoin, sorry, keep the whole mission and idea of crypto being decentralized, not being able to be controlled by governments and stuff like that. You know, to keep that message and that idea alive, it's absolutely crucial. So I think as long as, you know, they regulate in the right ways, and, you know, we make sure that we still have everything decentralized, make sure that nobody has actual control. The people need to have control. I think it'll be good in the end. Now for what you've all been waiting for, let's go over some NFL news. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually just got a message. I wanted to show you one more thing here. Let me open this up real quick. Because, you know, I'm a huge fan of Bitcoin. I've always loved Bitcoin. So, and our trusty CEO here wanted me to bring something up here. For anybody, I know we don't usually cover stock news here. He just wanted me to show you guys this. So Affirm is absolutely pumping. They're almost at $94 now. Let's actually pull up, because, you know, he's always saying, okay. So in the last year to date, Affirm is up 27%. Interesting. Great investment. Affirm is a great investment. I think I agree with Trent. But is it a better investment than Bitcoin year over year? So let's see where Bitcoin is year to date. Up 87% year to date. Interesting. Affirm stock is up 27% year to date. Let's look at all time. All time Bitcoin is up 10,000%. Let's see what Affirm is up. Max is down 31%. I think for stocks, I would definitely, this is not financial advice. Affirm is a great stock. I mean, for the last 6 months, it's been absolutely pumping, up $15 or 24%. The last month alone, we're up 17%. In the last 5 days alone, we're up 7.6%. You know, taking crypto out of it, I think this is a great investment, and shout out to the person that told me about this. Bitcoin, though, on the other hand, of course, nothing can beat Bitcoin here. I mean, 86% year to date. Brother, find me 86% yearly returns anywhere, and I will put my life savings toward it. I'm not putting my life savings toward Bitcoin, just to be clear. Show's going to run on a little longer here. And my camera froze. All right, just give me... We're going to play one more ad here. I'm going to fix the camera, and I will be right back. You want a shot at $50,000 in cold, hard cash? Well, BullRush just dropped a new sports comp, the NFL Survivor. And the total prize pool, a massive $100,000. First place gets 50 grand, straight up. Think you got the picks to survive 20 weeks? Here's how it works. Start each week with a $100K fantasy bankroll. Make picks using real NFL odds. Place in the top 80% and you survive. Below that, you're out. Your bankroll resets each week, so a bad week doesn't kill your season. Make it to week 20, and you and all the other survivors split the entire $100,000. You want the bag? Prove it. Join NFL Survivor only on BullRush. You want a shot at $50,000 in cold, hard cash? Well, BullRush just dropped a new sports comp, the NFL Survivor. And the total prize pool, a massive $100,000. First place gets 50 grand, straight up. Think you got the picks? And we're back. Oh, we're not back. Let me... Oh my gosh. Oh, we're back. Okay. Sorry, my whole computer started glitching and freezing up there. But we are back. Hope you like that ad. Main point, I don't know if I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if I cut it off early, but $50,000 to first place, $100,000 in total cash prizes. I don't know how much more I can go over it. If you're not in there, you're doing yourself a disservice. So do yourself a favor. Give yourself a chance to win. I'm going to go over a quote at the end, my quote of the week. I really like. I think it applies here. But, give yourself a freaking chance to win. If you don't give yourself a chance to win, you're never going to win. Take that leap. But let's get into some sports. Let me give you the updates on the NFL. Because guess what? Next week is the first week of the NFL season. So we got lots of updates. We got lots of good news. So let's get into that. Of course, a little bit biased with the Ravens news, just because it's my favorite team, but we got some news. So let's get into it. A major development in sports broadcasting, a standoff between YouTube TV and Fox has raised concerns for football fans, but there's good news for NFL Sunday Ticket subscribers. The dispute won't affect NFL Sunday Ticket itself, though YouTube TV viewers could see disruptions in local Fox broadcasts, which could be especially impactful during college football weekends and regular season NFL games carried on Fox. They've been keeping everything very vague with this whole Fox YouTube thing, kind of like, oh, there may be disruptions, there may not. So I don't know if it's a thing where, just all Fox Sports are going to have issues on YouTube TV. If certain games, like they said, like certain NFL games, certain, college football games, maybe they're only going to show college football. Maybe they're going to show, they only don't show NFL games. Time will tell. I wish it's kind of, honestly, don't YouTube or Fox don't come after me. It's kind of scummy not letting everybody know, like, hey, we're not showing NFL, or hey, we are showing NFL, because people are going to want to get the people are going to want to subscribe and buy those packages beforehand. So let the people know. I appreciate the transparency, but, transparency that's this vague, does it help? Does it not help? We don't know. So let's get into it, the next story, and let's get into the best team in the world, the Baltimore Ravens. So in player news, the Baltimore Ravens have made history by signing all-pro safety Kyle Hamilton to a 4-year extension worth a staggering $100.4 million with an $82 million guarantee. The deal makes Hamilton the highest paid safety in league history, rewarding his breakout performances and solidifying him as a cornerstone of Baltimore's defense for years to come. Kyle Hamilton is one of my favorite defensive players, obviously behind Terrell Suggs for the Ravens. I'm saying Ravens defense play because, Ravens are known for defense. So behind Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis, obviously, and Ed Reed, he is one of my favorites. Haloti Naga is up there as well. But shout out Kyle Hamilton. That is life-changing money. $82 million guaranteed and $100.4 million. Highest paid NFL safety. So congratulations there, Kyle. And let's get into other news. So elsewhere around the league, there's been a flurry of veteran roster moves as teams finalize their 53-man roster. The New England Patriots granted wide receiver Kendrick Bourne's request for release, while the Cleveland Browns traded quarterback Kenny Pickett to the Raiders, giving Las Vegas much-needed depth at that position after injuries. The Washington Commanders have released defensive end Clyde Farrell, and in a surprising decision, the Philadelphia Eagles waived rookie quarterback Kyle McCord just months after drafting him. Very, very interesting there. And there's more key updates as teams prepare for Week 1. The New Orleans Saints officially named Spencer Rattler their starting quarterback, while Washington is optimistic the star wideout Terry McLaurin will return for the opener despite missing preseason action. The Houston Texans will be without running back Joe Mixon for at least the first 4 games due to injury, and the Atlanta Falcons suffer a blow with starting right tackle Caleb McGarry placed on a season-ending injury reserve after a practice injury. That is probably the biggest heartbreak of any NFL or any sports fan/player, is a season-ending injury happening in practice. And not only a season-ending injury happening in practice, but a season-ending injury happening in practice before the season even starts. Brother, you haven't played one game. I mean, it sucks, but it's crazy. I mean, it's funny. I don't want to get into that, but yeah, sucks. There's some updates. Hopefully, praying, thoughts and prayers and good vibes out there to Caleb McGarry, hoping that his injury recovers. Go get some stem cells like Aaron Rodgers did, and maybe you can recover even faster. Before we go, I just wanted to let you know we're running a little bit over just because I started a little bit late here today, but we have our prop discount as well. I want to make sure you guys know about that and don't forget about that. So right now, this is a deal going on. We don't know how long. We might end it tomorrow. Who knows? But for the time being, all new people who have never gotten a BullRush prop account will get 30% off all new accounts. We got 5K, 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K, and 200K A-booked accounts. If you don't know what A-booked is, hang in there. I'm going to tell you in just 1 second. We also got 20% off. If you've bought a account from us before, don't sweat it. We're going to give you 20% off using code SAVE20, and that's going to be on all 5, 10, and 25K accounts. If you've had an account before and you want a 50, 100, or 200K account, use code SAVE15 for 15% off those accounts. Again, use code SAVE15 for 15% off 50, 100, and 200K accounts. SAVE20 for 20% off 5, 10, and 15, or 5, 10, and 25K accounts. And then if you're a new BullRush user, use code WELCOME to get 30% off all new accounts. That's 5K through 200K, all new accounts, 30% off. Now, what makes us different? There's a billion prop firms out there. You all know. You go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, you go on any sort of social media. You see ads, you see the fake prop account, fake certificates. You see there's literally a billion prop accounts out there. I mean, the freaking the guy who's taking out my groceries at Publix at the grocery store and bagging up my groceries probably has a prop account at this, or a prop firm at this point. Every little influencer, every social media scammer, everybody and their mother has a prop account. But guess what? All of those are booked. Be booked. When you hear be booked, think casino. You hear be booked, think blackjack. Think, roulette. You're in a casino when you're B-booked, right? So when you're a B-booked, working with a B-booked prop firm, what that means is you place a trade on their platform, they're pretty much hoping that you lose money on that trade, because if you're profitable on that trade, they pay you from the amount of money that they made from those challenge sales. The only way B-book prop firms make money is by people failing challenges. The only way, I'll say it one more time, the only way B-book prop firms make money is by people failing challenges, which means in turn, the only people that B-booked prop firms, or I keep saying B-booked, but let's just say every other prop firm except BullRush, every other prop firm wants is people who are going to fail challenges, because the more people that fail challenges, the more money they make. The more people that pass challenges, get funded, and get payouts, the more money they lose, because that's taking from their profits, right? A-booked, however, us, BullRush, the only verified A-book prop firm, because we are verified. Our liquidity provider is Forex. You can verify it with them. We put your trades to the market, right? Which means instead of just trading in this woozy-wazy wish-wash fantasy land. You're trading in the real market. We're taking your trades, we're putting them to the market, and then when you're profitable, we do a real profit split, 75-25. That's why we're not doing 90%, because you're actually trading with real money. You're trading with our money or our liquidity provider's money. So our money's at risk. Your only risk is the entry price of the challenge. What's the benefit of that? There's no reason why you would never get a payout. The only reason all of these scam firms, all these casino firms, the only reason they always go out of business is because exactly what I just said 2 minutes ago, is too many good traders. If you're successful, they have to go out of business. That's why you see these dudes moving to Dubai. If anybody living in Dubai or living in these non-extradition countries is telling you to trade on their prop firm, run for the hills, because guess what? That's a casino, and if they scam you, if they screw you over, they have nothing to lose. So they're looking at you as like, look at this dumb kid on the internet who wants to make money. Let me take all his money. If he's actually profitable, I'll just shut down the firm, start a new firm, and he's not going to be able to do it. You can't sue somebody in Dubai. You can't. What are you going to do to get your money back? And the answer is nothing. So what you might as well do is go to an A-book prop firm. If there's any other A-book prop firms out there, I'd love to hear it. But from what I've seen and what I check every day, haven't seen one. I've seen other people claim A-booked, but go ask them who their liquidity provider is. I will guarantee they cannot tell you their liquidity provider because they aren't A-booked. So don't risk it. You know, if you want to go and gamble, go to a casino. Don't give your money to these prop firms. You probably have a better chance getting your money back at a casino than one of these B-book prop firms. If you want to be a trader and you want to go in the market and you want to tell people and feel yourself that you are a trader in the market, making money in the market, the only place to go to is BullRush. If you go anywhere else, you're just gambling. So I'll end the stream on this note. You have two options. Do you want to be a gambler? Go to, I wish I could name these other prop firms, but go to one of these other prop firms. If you want to be a trader, there's only one place to go, and that's BullRush Prop. That's getting an A-booked account, and that's actually trading in the market. Everything else, you're gambling, and I pray for you that you actually get your payout, because the chances are you're not going to get your payout. So all my prayers to you that you actually get your payout, but honestly, if you don't get your payout, that's the learning lesson. Maybe that's what everybody needs, is everybody needs to just keep getting scammed by these prop firms, and then they'll realize, hey, there's only one real prop firm, and that's BullRush, and we're the only ones who we literally, it would be a disadvantage for us to not pay you out, because if we don't pay you out, you're going to stop trading on our platform, and then we stop both profiting. Because remember, every other prop firm, easiest way to explain, you trade with beep, 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 insert any other prop firm. It's you versus the prop firm. They don't want you to win, right? We want you to win. With us, it's you and us going against the market. We're teaming up. This is a partnership. Everybody else, it's the prop firm is the house, right? They're holding all the money. If you're profitable, they got to pay you out. So it's you versus them. They hope that you fail so that you have to go back in there, buy another prop challenge, and they make more money. For us, I hope that you only ever have to buy one prop challenge with BullRush, because guess what? If you only ever have to buy one prop challenge with BullRush, that means you became A-book funded, and that means that the world is your oyster. That means that you can get payouts on demand. Whenever you want. You could, if you're profitable every day, you can make some profit every day. You could ask for a payout every single dang day, every day. Imagine that. Imagine a world where you're a little profitable. You get 10% a day, 5% a day, and you're like, let me get that cash out, and we cash you out every single day. And even better than that, and this is the last thing, because I've been ranting for a while, I get on these rants sometimes, is let's hop in the Discord here. If we go over here to payouts, so we go over here to payouts, giving you guys a little inside look, we can see right here, right? I don't know if you can read this, but right here it says this guy had a prop account, right? Got a payout on prop. It was an $89 payout. Slight work, but money is money. On 8/27 at 11:43 a.m., and 27 seconds he requested his payout. Do you know when he got his money in his account? 11:53 a.m. 8 minutes later. So not only are you actually trading in the market, not only do you have a guaranteed way that you're going to pay you out, because guess what? We're trading in the real market. So when you make money, guess what? There was actually a trade placed in the market and money was actually made. So that $10,000 profit that you made, $10,000 profit was actually made on a trade, and we're splitting that like buddies. And think of this as like you going to your dad or mom or uncle or grandpa and saying, "Hey dad, can I borrow 100 grand?" And you guys are splitting the profits. That's exactly what's happening here essentially. 8-minute payout. Name another prop firm where you have a guaranteed, and I get guarantee is an easy thing to say. Oh, I didn't mean to delete that. But come on, brother. 8-minute payout. I mean, you cannot beat that. I can't even get paid out that fast when I sell stuff. eBay doesn't pay me out that fast. StockX, when I sell shoes, doesn't pay me out. No one will pay you out that fast. But guess what? One person does. So moral of this rant is there's only one place where you should be trading prop. If you either go to a brokerage and trade your real money, or go and trade with BullRush at a prop firm. Everywhere else, you might as well go to the casino and play blackjack. You probably have better odds making money playing blackjack than you do trading any other prop firm except for an A-book prop firm, which BullRush is. So, sorry for that rant. Clip me. And there you go, Master Chairs Ford Best. First off, then I would travel and eat arepas, some really good arepas. We both have a love for arepas. I would definitely buy at least a couple hundred arepas for me and the whole squad. But Master Chairs Ford Best just said in the chat, I certify that payments are immediate and I have extraordinary experience. So there's your proof. The proof is in the pudding. Get your payouts. They're the fastest payouts. I mean, we just had an 8-minute payout. I'm not going to guarantee that all of our payouts are going to be 8 minutes, but honestly, on average, I don't think you're going to have a payout that takes longer than an hour. I think at max, an hour. We say 24 hours, but I think in general they're all under an hour. It may be 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. It all depends, but they're all going to be within an hour. Of course, we've had 8-minute one. That's our new world record. Before that 8-minute record, I think our record was 13 minutes. So we're only getting faster and faster for you guys. But make sure you use those codes. And then the last thing I wanted to bring up really quick, I know Master Terrace Ford Best just did that, but we now have our own server tag. So what does that mean? Our server tag gets you exclusive access to our brand new Diamond Members Club. This Diamond Members Club, oh, I'm not showing the screen. Let me show my screen. Sorry. This new server tag, if you add a server tag, the BullRush server tag to your Discord, and I'm going to show you here in a sec, you'll get access to this channel, the Diamond Members Club. The Diamond Members Club is free to join. All you have to do is add the server tag, and what you get in there is so we already have the giveaways about weekly in our Discord to everybody, but the giveaways in the Discord usually are, sometimes it'll be everybody who does this gets, promo credits or entry into this competition, but in general they're like, 5 random people will win this, 3 random people will win this. The Diamond Members Club, every giveaway in here, everybody wins. So in here, for example, we'll have giveaways where we're like, look, we have this $20 competition. Anybody that's just in the Diamond Members Club gets free entry into that competition. Or we might be, guess what, it's Friday, we're going to give everybody a 5K challenge. Or we're going to give everybody a $5 trading challenge, like the 5 to 1, or 3 to 1, or 1 to 3, what is it, 3 to 1 or 1 to, whatever. The ones where you multiply your money, like, so, $5 turns into 15. We might go in here and throw everybody one of those. There's a lot of things daily, every other day, multiple times a week. There's going to be giveaways in here, and the only way to get those is with this Diamond Member Club. How do you add your tag? A few different ways to add it. You can go up here. If you're on desktop, you can go up here and just click server tag and click adopt tag and add the tag to your member. Or if you're on mobile, click your own username down here. Click on edit profile. Once you click on edit profile, you're going to want to go to, I have streamer mode enabled. Sorry, let me turn off streamer mode. So once you go over here, you're going to go to your profile, you're going to edit profile, and then you're going to go down until you see right here server tag. You're going to see all your servers that you're in that have server tags, and you're going to click BullRush, and then you're going to click Save Changes. Once you have that, I want you to go and right here, I want you to take a screenshot of this, go to your messages, and just DM Mr. BullRush, DM me that you have it, and I'm going to give you the special role to have access to this club. The only way, it's completely free, like I said, the only way to enter this club is by adding the server tag. So make sure you go in there, add the BullRush server tag, DM us. The giveaways will probably start next week, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, this was an exclusive announcement for the live stream, so I'll give you more. You'll see more info on that on social medias in the coming weeks, but who knows? If you join today, maybe I'll throw you a free prize. Who knows? The only way to know is to join. So hop in there, add the BullRush server tag to your Discord name. If you're not in our Discord yet, go to any of our social medias, click the link in the bio. You'll see the Discord link to join there. Join our Discord, and then add the Discord tag. And then my quote of the week for you guys: either you run the day or the day runs you. Jim Rohn. Either you run the day or the day runs you. And that grab the day by the balls every morning and say, anything that happens during my day is not going to affect me. I choose to dictate how my day goes. That goes with everything from someone cutting you off in traffic, you going online and you just got scammed by another B-booked prop firm, so now you got to go to A-book prop firm. Keeping your attitude right and going to the A-book prop firm that's not going to scam you and actually getting a real payout. Or going and losing a bunch of sports bets, and then you're like, you know what, I'm going to grab life by the balls and I'm going to join the NFL Survivor. All of those things, tie into that. It's either you run your day or the day runs you. We're going to end it on that. I had a great show. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you hop into our crypto weekend competition. Make sure you hop into those weekend trivia competitions. All of those have amazing prizes. Make sure you go and use code CASHBACK to get $50 cash back on the NFL Survivor. Make sure you use code WELCOME, save 20 or save 15 on the only A-book prop firm on the planet. And of course, make sure you join this upcoming Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, I know this is loud. Make sure you come and join Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern and watch The Monday Night Edge with Dan Leach to get the latest on sports news and, of course, to get that edge on your sports picks, whether with BullRush or anywhere else. He's going to give you the inside, that special the edge. I mean, that's why it's called the Monday Night Edge, because he's going to give you that edge. I've had a great show. It's a beautiful day. I'm sweating a little bit under all these big lights, so I need to go cool off. I hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget to compete. Don't forget to reset. And don't forget to have an amazing day. And also, don't forget that either you run the day or the day runs you. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you next week.